Fantastic Four is an odd series. Being the first superhero team published by Marvel Comics, it grew from a small-time deal to a pop culture monster. Which is odd considering it's being cancelled, or already cancelled depending on when you watch this video, in 2015. Quite frankly, when someone is asked what they think of the Fantastic Four, most people respond with, eh, or in Canada, eh. No one really cares about these guys anymore, despite constant attempted revival of the series, like the 2005 film, which starred famous actors like Ioan Grufford. The film got a sequel, however, much like the series in general, no one gives a flying flaming turkey. Fast forward 10 years later, and a new movie is coming out. But with the comic ending, who really cares about the Fantastic Four at this point? It's sad to see a Marvel comic ending, especially one as recognizable as this, when so much time and effort went into building stories, characters, villains, and whatnot. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Skrull? He was the Green Goblin before he was cool. So let's look back at a 1994 Fantastic Four film that was never released. A film by Roger Corman of all people. The guy who made such classic movies like Creature from the Haunted Sea. Obviously, if there's anyone to make an adaptation of the popular Marvel comic, it's the guy who brought to life a seaweed monster. So enough with the backstory, it's reviewing time! Deep in the empty void of space, the number 4. You know this would be a great movie when people who worked on it have last names like Stab, Trigger, and Gayness.
186,282.
That's how old I am. Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom, might as well be Victor I Am Evil or P.N. Quinn, learn of an uncommon comet called Colossus. No, not the X-Men. And want to perform an experiment because that's what scientists do. God, I want to choke you right now. The duo goes to perform said experiment, but all I see is a giant crane machine.
It is incredible. Everything we've ever dreamed of, Reed. It's here right now.
The dream of being in a B-movie.
Prisms are overheating! No!
Can you run any slower? Something bad is bound to happen. Of course, something bad happens. Top-notch reaction there, bub. You sound like a Tusken Raider. Shocking. Years later, Reed and his friend Ben Grimm decide the best thing to do, despite Victor dying, is to do more science-y shit. Now drink your unspecified drink. For the new experiment, they want to get closer to the comet, but first a crew must be put together. Here comes Hot Rod Johnny Blaze and Shy Girl Susan Storm. Why hello, nurse.
Look at you. The Fantastic Four.
That's the name of the movie! Meanwhile, in the other part of plot, I knew city gnomes existed. Oh, these guys. It's fine. They're on a mission from God. Only the smartest of people would make a spacecraft look like a paper airplane.
Oh God, this is awesome.
Putting on the turn signal and...
You know, to avoid space traffic.
Hey, you guys.
Ben, no matter what, you keep her steady. That's exactly why you pay me the big bucks.
I'm not paying you anything. Comic logic says this can and will go badly. No surprise, it was all a part of Dr. Doom's plan. Because, look at this! He's totally evil! The four survive, obviously, and seem alright.
Careful, I must be in shock. I don't feel any pain.
Don't worry, the pain will come later. They all discover they have superpowers like Johnny with flaming snot, or Susan. Oh god, they turn her into a voiceover! Okay, that was kind of a stretch. I apologize. In all seriousness, the way everyone reacts to their abnormalities is really effective.
Reed, my sister here disappears at the drop of a hat. You stretch like some human rubber band, and I'm a walking blowtorch, and you don't want us to panic? Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Sit down, Johnny.
And even Reed is trying to keep calm and think about it logically, but you can still sense the distress internally. That's deep, man. Deep.
What should we do?
It can't be a comic book movie without a spinning newspaper transition, or a white transition for that matter. Moving on to this guy, who is the jeweler. Basically the Mole Man, the Fantastic Four original baddie, yes, it wasn't Dr. Doom, falls in love with the blind girl who loves a thing. No, not that thing. Not that thing either. And uses his followers to kidnap her. Now whether they know what a queen is or who it is for that matter is beyond me, but hey, the chick is captured in a very non-conspicuous way as the film cuts back to a certain four characters.
I have a jet waiting about 2 clicks from here. I'd just like to gather your...
No happiness here, damn it!
Get down! Get down!
Oh god, he looks like Grimace. Watch out! It's a thing!
What kind of a thing have I turned into?
Dan?
Reed? What have you done? What have you done?
Seriously, the reaction of the Fantastic Four to their powers is executed very well. The group is taken to a facility where I think
you need a bit of shot treatment. Get you jumping like a real live wire. Need a bit of shot treatment.
Here, take your own blood.
Oh, I'm not a very good doctor, am I? Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom,
these people are medical miracles.
The Medical Miracles would have been a terrible name. Your face is so soft. If you haven't noticed already, this movie likes to rotate between the three parties.
The gem belongs to my beautiful queen, Alicia.
She does not seem to be very happy to have it.
Good one. Looks like we got ourselves here a sewer standoff. Dude, calm down. You're not Nosferatu. Like the thing says, it's spin transition time.
What language is this?
It's Spanish, Susan. Jesus Christ. Look at that. It's a thingamajig. Like all evildoers, Dr. Doom was the one behind this testing facility because he wants to extract the superpowers out of the Fantastic Four in order to become even more evil and do more evil things.
It's clobbering time.
He said it! He said the thing! Honestly, this should be called The Thing and Friends. And who can blame them? Get an awesome rock suit and show it off.
So, my friend.
Well, this is awkward. Thing gets angry and runs off, getting a good whiff of city life.
What are you, man? What are you?
Some kind of thing? Eventually, he runs into not Mole Man, as everyone is in shock, and understandably so, considering he's a giant rock monster. Reed learns who Doom really is. Just add a first name and you got it. And he wants to use the comet to make a superpowered laser to cause doom, I guess. Who keeps a filing cabinet in the wall? Doom confronts the jeweler to get a crystal needed for his ultimate plan. Here, he reveals his superpower, a gun! The Terrific Three become the Fantastic Four once again to finally put an end to Doom at his hideout, which looks like hell.
You may call me Dr. Doom.
A real thespian. Fights ensue, and we even get some Human Torch action. Catchphrase? Ever wonder what the Human Torch would look like in the 90s? That's what. Anyways, Reed confronts his old friend in a cat fight. He falls down to the abyss, and oh yeah. This is weird. The heroes save the day, and Reed and Susan even get married. I still can't figure out why everyone but Susan is still in their suits, but whatever. And that's Roger Corman's Fantastic Four. Why was it never officially released? Apparently, Stan Lee went on saying in 2005 that the movie was never meant to be released in the first place, but the production went through just so executive producer Bernd Eichinger, or however the hell you pronounce that, could retain rights to the characters. The weird thing is that Eichinger, I guess is how you say it, stated that it was intended to come out, but a Marvel executive at the time didn't want a small movie to potentially ruin the franchise. I would have to agree on the latter argument considering this film did have marketing behind it. Regardless, would Roger Corman's Fantastic Four have ruined the series? After checking it out myself, I would say no. In all honesty, I enjoyed this movie. In terms of design, effects, music, acting, and plot, nothing I can say is bad. You understand what the Fantastic Four stand for, and the semi-realistic approach properly fits in this world. The jeweler wasn't really needed, but it didn't feel like anything was taken away. I wish Dr. Doom showed, well, any of his powers. However, there isn't too much action in this to begin with. The movie focuses more on the relationship between characters, and while Fantastic Four is no Casablanca by any means, if this was released back in 1994, it would have been a widely enjoyed movie. Roger Corman is the master of B movies, but the B doesn't always mean bad. It stands for low budget, but you get what I'm talking about. So someone release this on DVD or Blu-ray or something. It's much, 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 much better than Rise of the Silver Surfer. Or you could just go on YouTube and watch it all for free. Well, what are you waiting for?